Memorial Day was officially proclaimed in May of 1868 by General John Logan, and flowers were placed on the graves of Union and Confederate soldiers at Arlington National Cemetery. In 1873, New York was recognized as the first state to recognize the holiday. However, evidence shows that we women of the South were gathering even before the end of the war to decorate the graves, remember and honor their dead. It's not important who was first. What's important becomes the bold fact that Memorial Day was established to be a day of reconciliation. It's about coming together to honor those who gave their all. After World War I, the holiday was changed from honoring just those who died fighting in the Civil War to honoring Americans who died fighting in any war. In 1915, Miss Michaels wrote a poem, "We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valor led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies." She then conceived of that brilliant idea to wear real poppies on Memorial Day in honor of those who died serving the nation during the war. She was the first to wear one. Madame Guerin from France copied her idea, made artificial red poppies to raise money. The idea grew, and before you know it, in 1922, the VFW in our country became the first veterans organization to sell poppies. Traditional observance of this day has diminished. Many Americans have forgotten the many meaning and the traditions of Memorial Day. The proper use of the flag, too often forgotten. The graves of the fallen, too often forgotten. In some towns, never a parade, also forgotten. To help remind us of the true meaning of the Memorial Day, the National Moment of Remembrance resolution was passed in 2000. It asks us to take just a moment, at 3 p.m. on that day for us all to pause, remember, and respect. So let us all, every spring, when flowers and trees are glorious in full bloom, the sun again warms our skin, and we anticipate the pleasure of summer, let us remember, on one quiet Monday in May, the memory of those servicemen and women who have passed on. In the United States, we have many days that direct or indirect honor the actions and gallantry of our nation's members. However, it is Memorial Day above all others that carries the greatest significance of sacrifice for our country. We honor both the men and women laid to rest on American soil. I'm sorry, I get emotional. Laid on American soil, in foreign cemeteries in the countries where they fell in battle, in the depths of the 7 seas, are those whose burial places are known only by God. We will now ring the bell in honor of our fallen. Our last spoken remembrance today is expressed through our beautiful field of flags. When looking at our national flag, I see the entire population, past and present, represented through it. The stars and stripes represent the generations of citizens who we have called ourselves Americans. But as in any fabric, the strength and durability of the material can only be maintained if the edges of that flag are tightly bound with the strongest of threads. It is there, on these bound edges of Old Glory, where the American serviceman and woman is best symbolized. They are those strong, strong threads. For the flag to survive, the flag must withstand the elements of all seasons, or it will be torn to threads. We too must survive. And it is in that strong thread that our veterans, both deceased and living, are represented locked arm in arm to maintain the integrity and unity of our country. And if you'll join me and turn and face the flags. So, as we all together turn and face the flags with those strong threads bold around each of those other threads that represent you and I, let us remember all our armed forces, past and present, and say, thank you for a job well done. Thank you.